Hello, welcome to the Sprinting Archaeologist. This is my first video. I hope you enjoy it and stick around. So today I'm showing my 2-week progress build-up for the Mike Fanelli meet at San Francisco State on April 5th in the 100 meters. The first video is my 100 meter at the Bob Rush Bulldog Invitational at the College of San Mateo. It wasn't my strongest race. My strongest aspect was actually the tail end of the race, and my start was terrible, and so moving forward, I'm going to work on that, in which I ran 11:76 for my season opener. So my first workout of week 1 was what's known as a speed pyramid. It was 100, 120, 150, 120, 100, all of them from the 3-point start. The first video on screen is my 100, my first 100. The second is my first 120. You can see my 3-point start here. Next is the 150. No 3-point start. The next 120, 3-point start. Final 100, also 3-point start. Times were 12:12 for the first 100, 14:50 for the first 120, 18:82 for the 150, 14:32 for the second 120, and 12:10 for the second 100. The intended goal of the workout was to be at 90%. I obviously overshot 90% for the 100s. The next day was Tuesday, which I did a weight session in the morning and a recovery day of Endless 100, which is basically you run 100, you walk back 50 meters, you go around the track once. As you can see, that's my map for the recovery workout. Following day, I did 5, what's known as flying 30 meters. I did these in the blots. I hadn't really improved well in my start compared to other times. I was testing a few things out. This workout was a mixed bag. I did not feel fast or really explosive from either the blots or really towards maintaining my top end, but it was a good workout to work my speed and the reaction. The following was another recovery workout. This is known as snakes on the grass, which is basically where you go up and then down every 10 meters or so for 50 and take a break. Moving on to week 2. The first workout of week 2 on Monday was sits, what are known as alternate 150s, which is where you start 150 at the start line for either the 400 or the 200, and then it's at the 150 mark. So that's what I'm doing here. I was with a crew of people this time, rather than by myself. So the results. So the first one was 20.5, way slower than what I would expect. 18:59 for the second one, 19:16, 18:14, 18:09, 19:47. The next 5 times, much better where I want and closer where I want to be. Day 2. So Tuesday I did a bunch of blot starts. Changing more mechanics and trying to feel more explosive. My blots definitely felt good and better compared to, I think, even that 30 fly the last week, and so it felt a lot better. I think 14 to 16 total blot starts. So Wednesday was 560 fly. I only recorded 4, so I recorded 4 from different angles. Overall, it felt very good transition and kind of build up for the drive phase out, and then taking off and running for that transition speed and holding it for the top end for that whole 60. Day 4, Thursday, was another rest day. This time it was also known as minute interval, which is where you have a minute to complete 100 meters, whatever you use to 100 meters. Is rest. This is also done post a bunch of drills, so it was an okay workout. So Friday's workout, that was pre-meet. I did 5 blot starts. They felt good. No real strongest explosive sound clicking off the blots from the explosive push out, but I felt good. I had a good transition. The first 2 didn't feel super good. The last 3 felt very good and made me feel confident. For the meet tomorrow, I want to hit 11:50. Now, let's see how that result turned out. I'm going to let the video of the whole race play out.
And they're off. Looks like lane 7 is out to the lead for Bushnell. That's Roman. And coming up on his inside is his teammates Roman and Keishan. 1-2.
So the time I got, as you see on the screen, was 11:87. Very much off of my goal of 11:50. I warmed up too early and the meet was delayed for the women's start of the 100. So setting up a wind gauge, so the time I actually got to run, my legs felt tight and very stiff and sore. So 11:87 was the best I could put out. I am obviously not happy with this result, but I still have a few more meets, so hopefully I can run it down.